YouTube, what's up? Today's cardio and core conditioning workout began with 20 minutes of steady state cardio, which is not pictured. Steady state cardio is like hardly a thing exercise-wise to me, but I do it, I guess I do 3 sessions of it a week. And then I do hanging leg raises on this particular cardio and core day. I do 4 sets of 10 usually. If you can't do these, you can't bring them all the way up sky high like that, then you can go halfway with your knees or halfway with your legs extended, depending on which one you're capable of. And then just sort of work up the strength to eventually be able to go sky high with it there. And once you get to the top of the range of motion, if you want to, you can actually also extend your hips upward towards the sky, but that's more of an advanced maneuver, and it may limit how many reps you can do. Also, if you want to step it up a notch past the point of body weight, you can also grip a dumbbell between your feet, which I'll sometimes do for lower reps, to try and give me a little progressive overload and allow me to get stronger with my core. These really tear me up at about 10 reps usually, so this is just a great exercise for your abs. Then moving on, did some sled pushes, 10 rounds of 50 feet back and forth. Basically, well, it was 5 rounds back and forth, but 10 rounds total of 50 feet. It started off with 225 on the Prowler sled, then moved up to 250 for the 3rd set, and 300 for the final set. You'll notice I get systematically slower and more fatigued with each round, and really right at some point you should get to where you're not really able to keep your speed up, and you're almost slowed down to a crawl, and you're really just trying to move the weight across the finish line, because ultimately this is not a regular sprint. I mean, this is a sprint with an enormous amount of weight, so you got to really push and dig, and in the end your quads will kind of feel like they might explode, and your heart rate gets just super duper high here. So this is a great form of cardio conditioning, like when you're playing basketball and you got to dig in and really explode and keep going hard, and it's kind of getting further into the match and you're maybe not quite as capable as you once were. That's when this kind of exercise will really separate the men from the boys and allow you to have a little extra time at peak capability while other people are huffing and puffing. As you see here, my speed is just gone. I'm just literally trying to move the weight now. It's just gotten to that point. This is the 10th trip across the track, and in the heaviest weight, 300. So this is just a great exercise for conditioning, especially for sports like basketball, that kind of stuff. Here's the rotator cuff work that I always work in on my cardio and core day, just to make sure that I have strong rotator cuffs to protect my shoulders as I will get heavier and heavier on bench press and overhead press. People who do not directly work their rotator cuffs with light weight really are missing out on not having to have $10,000 worth of surgery or whatever, $40,000 surgeries in order to keep your shoulder and whatnot from snapping off. So I really do think it's great to build up strength and do a little bit of lightweight hypertrophy work on the actual muscles of the rotator cuff complex. I urge that very often because it is really so important, and so many people skip it and they wind up paying for it in surgery and time out of the gym. Finished up with some calves, just to make sure I got my seated calves in to target the soleus. I try to load these up on my cardio conditioning day just to make sure I'm not overblown on my weightlifting days, it is. Anyway, try this type of a workout if you want to step things up cardio-wise, and like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.